Jimmy is invited. It was an end of winter party. Everyone in the forest was invited, except Jimmy, the rabbit. He bounces declared Miss Square, and he breaks everything. But he is the most cheerful fellow, said Mr. Squirrel. If you don't call him, there'll be no fun at the party. Everyone will miss him. Jimmy was a delightful rabbit who could keep you laughing all day with his tricks and jokes. Well, all right, said Miss Squirrel, but you make sure he doesn't break all my cups and plates. Finally, the day of the party arrived, and all the forest folks turned up. Each one had brought little gifts for Mr. and Mrs. Squirrel: primroses and acorns, berries and fruits. Jimmy arrived with a jar of fireflies. For you, Mrs. Squirrel, he announced. You will be able to see at night. And then Jimmy turned a cartwheel, and all the bunting in the balloons came down. The Lost Lion. It's impossible, said the bear. The king of the jungle doesn't simply get lost, but he has insisted the fox. What should we do now? We must send out the forest folk to look for him first, replied the bear. So the animals formed teams: deer, rabbits, frogs, fish, turtles, and ducks for the rivers and the lakes, bears and the foxes on the hillsides, wolves and the caves, and birds to look everywhere. Everyone set off. They all returned in the evening to find a wolf waiting there. His heart, said the wolf. He's in a cave on the mountain. So the animals and the birds went with the elephant to fetch the lion. The elephant lifted him on his back and brought him back. Soon the lion got well. He had been hurt by a poacher. So all the animals got together and chased the poacher out of the forest.
Sammy's Day. Sammy, the snail, wanted to explore the garden. He was fed up of sitting under the large thorn in the flower bed. It was bright outside with something glowing in the sky. That must be the sun, Mom told me about, he thought. Outside the flower bed was long green grass, cool and wet with dew on it. He looked around and saw lovely colored faces standing around. Flowers, he thought. They are really pretty, and butterflies. I should have come out long ago. But then he got a fright and drew his head in. Mom had warned him about the birds. They were very dangerous and would eat him up. A bird flew up. Suddenly a large owl bounced out, chased by a puppy. Sammy scattered off towards the flower bed. Oh dear, he thought. I like adventure, but I'll have to go out only when the birds, dogs, and the cats are asleep. Sam took the risk. He was known as Sam, the sleepy head, in the classroom and at home. Poor Sam was always teased for sleeping. He was a nice bear, but he always loved to sleep. But one day, Sam did something that changed all this. He was great friends with Millicent, the school cat. They spent the afternoons stretched out in the shade of the trees in the playground, sleeping. One afternoon, Sam couldn't find Millicent and went looking for her around the school. He was getting worried When he heard her mewing loudly, Millicent isn't in trouble, he thought as he ran to where the sound was coming from. Poor Millicent had fallen into the swimming pool, and he couldn't get out. Sam leaped into the water with a huge splash, and within minutes he had grabbed Millicent and brought her to the pool side. They settled down to sleep in the sun and get dried.